Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
For today's second date update, we got a dude named Gavin on the phone, and Gavin said he met the girl he wants to call today at a bros night at the club.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You know, bros night.
Oh, man.
Bros night out.
Yeah.
You know, where dudes go out trolling for ladies, and it's never successful.
What?
And then you just end the bros night back at your buddy's house, drinking and complaining about how all the girls were ugly anyway. And lesbians, too. I mean, they didn't want to talk to us. Must be a bunch of ugly lesbians at the club tonight.
Only possible explanation.
That's all it could possibly be. But it sounds like Gavin actually met a girl at a bros night, which is impressive. What's up, Gavin?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh,
Pretty good.
Gavin.
How'd you do that? How'd you actually meet a girl while you were out with your buddies?
Oh, man, you guys can hate all you want, but me and my buddy Dave, we go rubbing and clubbing all the time.
Did you wait? Stop, Gavin. You did not just say rubbing and clubbing.
I did.
I don't even really know what that means. Do you rub first? Do you club first? What's happening?
Just use your imagination. It ain't clubbing without the rubbing, right?
Oh man,
I'm using
God.
my imagination, and your bros night just got a lot more interesting.
Dude, I feel like you're the guy that girls try to avoid when they go out to the club. I'm sorry, Gavin.
I'll tell you that you're right about that sometimes, but
I instantly like you better for that response, though.
yeah, I mean, nobody hits all the time, right? But
Right, okay.
you got to try.
All right, so it sounds like you didn't strike out this night. What's the girl's name that you want to call today?
Casey.
Ooh,
Casey.
say it like that. She must be sexy.
Oh, man, this girl was sexy. She was exactly what I was looking for. And, you know, you dress well. You know, I dress really nice, and I smell really good.
Okay,
and
yeah.
it's like my thing. It's like what I do, right?
What attracted you to Casey? She was the only female that looked in your general direction, or was it?
Well, I'm like a dancer, too, right? Like, I'm not a professional dancer. I don't have no training or nothing, but I go clubbing a lot, and I watch other people, and I go home and I practice.
Oh, good job. Okay.
Nice.
I could actually appreciate a man who enjoys dancing and isn't just trying to grind on somebody's leg.
I know you do. Ladies like the dancing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it helps with the grinding.
Yeah.
You know?
Even the rubbing.
Exactly.
All right, so you impressed her with your dance moves? Threw a little stanky leg in her direction, and she was like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I pressed her with, first she caught my eye, right? She had to catch my eye with her dance moves, and just, she was looking good, man. She was wearing this cute little thing, and she was just looking good. And so it's all about body language when you're rubbing and clubbing, right?
Okay.
And so you gotta the reason people strike out is, right, they just go up to somebody and they're like, hey, what's up? And they throw out some stupid line, but you can't do that, man. You gotta do the body language.
Oh.
You gotta get to know somebody. Like, I'm gonna make them notice me before I come up and say anything to them.
Okay.
Right. You stand across the dance floor, and you bite your lower lip, and you do like a hump gesture and point at them.
No, man, it's not like Night at the Roxbury. Like, you know, you got to be smooth and you got to look like a nice guy and someone who's just having a good time, right? People are attracted to somebody who's having a good time.
Right. You got to laugh a lot, talk to other people, be really loud.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you just, like, slowly move your way closer. And before you know, we was dancing together and we was vibing, having a good time. And then one thing led to another, and we have a couple drinks together and we chat, and we're back in my place.
Yeah. And what was that like?
It was amazing. I was super excited about it, popping out of my pants. And we're like,
Whoa, God. Damn it.
I don't think you meant it like that.
I think he did.
Yeah.
No.
I think rubbing and clubbing totally meant it like that.
I might have meant it like that.
Yeah, I told
Very,
you.
very, very excited that she was there. And did everything go according to plan? You guys hook up?
No. So I'm in my clubbing clothes. It's all looking nice, but it's a little restrictive. So I'm like, I'm going to go change into something a little restrictive, and I'm going to come back.
Okay.
And when I come back out, I don't know what happened, man. But she was like, she's at the door, and like, what's up? And she says, don't ever talk to me again, you disgusting pig. And then she leaves.
Whoa.
That's extreme.
Gavin,
What?
why'd you get called a pig? What'd you do?
I have no idea. I didn't do nothing. I went to change clothes. I come back, and she's ready to go.
Are you sure you don't have like a whiteboard in your house that has like number checks for every girl you've brought back home?
No, I keep that hidden away.
I don't know. I feel like I believe you still.
Oh, he's joking.
Yeah. Is he?
Is there anything in your apartment at all that she could have saw that would make her call you a pig?
Listen, I don't have anything out in my apartment that any lady could see that could be offensive. So if I want to bring somebody home, I don't want them to run away. Like any movies or whatever. Nothing.
Maybe when you said you wanted to get into something less restrictive, that for some reason she thought that wasn't what was on your mind when you guys went back to your house.
No, I promise you, she knew exactly what was happening because when I came back out, she had put her clothes back on.
Oh, okay. So she was already in the undressed state.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she even got dressed. Okay.
Dang.
And have you tried to reach out to her since?
I did. I tried texting her, but I'm pretty sure she blocked me.
Yeah.
Oh,
She said never
hater.
talk to me again. She was, I think, serious.
That's why I need your help, man. This hookup never happened. It's the hookup that never was.
So wait,
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her and get your second date update and see if we can make the hookup that never was become the hookup that could be.
That sounds like a movie title or something. I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's the sequel to Rubbing and Clubbing. So we'll do that right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
All right, Gavin, are you ready to make your phone call?
I'm ready.
Well, before we do that, Gavin, I need to slip into something a little more comfortable. Kind of like how you did on your date. So I know you can't see me right now because you're on the phone, but I've put on my leather shorts, my knee-high gym socks,
how is this more comfortable?
of course, my pink Vicky's Secret bra, and my mask. I just put my mask on.
Oh my God.
I'm ready to hang out.
You gotta stop. You give me a hot and bothered.
What?
I'm sorry, I had to unzip the mouth on my mask there. Sorry, Gavin. It was
That
probably
took a
hard to hear.
turn.
Oh, gross.
All right.
Don't push my buttons, man.
Yeah, I know. I know you're getting all excited. You're like, I don't want to call this girl for a second date. You just want to meet up with me now.
Yeah.
The reason why I bring that up is because Gavin met a girl named Casey at the club. They went back to his house. They were fooling around, and he was like, I'm going to go change my clothes, slip into something a little more comfortable. And then when he came out, she had put her clothes back on, called him a pig, and said she never wanted to talk to him, and then left.
You believe that?
Yeah, we do believe it. It's very believable, Gavin.
It's not believable. I'm not a pig. I don't know why she thinks that.
All right, well, we'll give her a call right now and see if we can figure it out for you, okay?
Yeah, man, good luck. This girl don't even answer her phone.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. I don't feel super great about calling this girl because she said she never wanted to talk to you again. Are you looking just for a hookup with her? Do you need some sort of what do you want out of this?
Absolutely. I just want to hook up.
Wait, why would... There's like 1,000 girls you can go hook up with, Gavin. Why her?
Because if you saw her, you know.
Oh, okay.
And also because she walked away.
You're so close.
Right, look, I had my mind set on it. That's all.
Well, okay. I will stop you from all the romantic talk, and we'll continue this.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make this love connection happen for you. All right, here we go. I'm going to dial the phone number.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Casey, please?
this is she. Who's this?
Hey, Casey, how are you? My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who are you calling from?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, I don't know you.
No, you don't, Casey.
All right, no, you don't.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we're meeting now. I'm calling you today, Casey, because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
Who? I don't understand what's happening.
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And you recently met a dude named Gavin while you're out at the club.
Oh my God. Oh,
Whoa.
It literally sounded like you just threw up in your mouth right now.
yeah, because I did.
Gross.
Right. So Gavin told us a little bit about meeting you. He said he liked you a lot and he thought everything was going fine. But then you left his house and called him a pig and said you never wanted to talk to him again.
That's right.
Okay.
So you can understand why, I don't know why he'd be confused though. Like, according to him, everything up until that moment was great.
I think he knows why.
No.
Well, we talked to him and he has no idea. Do you want to tell us?
The guy's a pig and he knows it.
He actually doesn't though.
think about this, okay? So he's a pig, and he's going to continue being a pig unless he knows why he's a pig, and he has no idea. So if you tell us, then we can tell him, and maybe he can change his ways and not be a pig anymore. You could help turn that pig into a beautiful butterfly.
Now, let's not go too far, right? Like, she threw up in her own mouth, for God's sakes. I think that may be a stretch.
I just know that he's a cheater.
Whoa.
How?
And how do you know that?
So I don't know what he told you, but we were having a good time. We were. And we were on his couch, and then he went into his room. And so I looked up, and I saw that he had, those Amazon Echoes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, I just met him, and, I got to take care of myself. And my girlfriends have told me that you could find out a lot about people from their Amazons, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was cheating with Alexa, which would be terrible.
Wait. How do you find out stuff about somebody from their Alexa?
Well, you can grocery shop for groceries with your Amazon account. And so I asked Alexa, what's in your shopping list? And so he had a couple of razor blades and shaving cream and cotton balls. And then it started getting into stuff like feminine hygiene products, secret deodorant, like CoverGirl makeup.
What?
Yeah, and he lives in a one-bedroom apartment, so this isn't a roommate. He's clearly living with a woman and must have been his girlfriend.
Oh, my God.
Or he's using that stuff for himself.
Tampons? Really?
No, Jubal.
They can be fun if you know how to use them correctly.
No,
okay? Don't
Dude.
ask me how I know that, but they can be.
Casey, you are like a genius sleuth, I feel like, right now.
I've got to take care of myself because there are a lot of guys out there who will just sleep around, and I'm not that kind of girl.
All right. Hey, I'm sorry. I gotta say something.
What?
Oh, sorry, Casey. That's Gavin. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Casey.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you come in like that, Gavin. Really? Really? She just busted you, dude.
Yeah, but because I'm not worried because it's all the stuff's from my mom, man.
For your mom?
What?
From my mom. I get free shipping.
So you say. Anyone can say that. I can. No. There's no way that can be your mom's. That's just bullshit because your mom wouldn't wear CoverGirl makeup.
My mom had me when she was a sophomore in high school. I got a young, hot mom.
What? What?
Oh, God. Now it's getting worse.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Hold
People
on.
think she's my sister.
Gavin, that doesn't... You're not buying tampons for your mom. I don't even buy tampons for my mom.
Look, I understand you're upset right now, and that's okay. I forgive you, but I didn't do nothing wrong here.
I forgive you.
What is there to forgive? You're the one.
You left me hanging.
Oh.
It was about to go down, and all of a sudden you call me a pig, so...
And you're a lying pig. I mean...
Look, I don't know what you've been through, that you're so distrusting, but I promise you there's nothing going on.
Classic. He's trying to turn it back around on you, Casey, and make you the crazy one. Don't take it. Don't take the bait.
Yeah, no, I'm not the crazy one. You're the one who's buying tampons for your mom and CoverGirl makeup, right?
Yeah. Gavin, why are you buying all your mom's feminine hygiene products?
Because I love my mom?
No, you're a
but
liar.
it still sounds weird. Like, a lot of people like their moms or love their moms or whatever, but they don't usually buy them tampons and makeup.
She gives me a list, and I order this stuff.
Okay, wait, hold
I don't
on.
know what's so hard to understand.
Why doesn't she just, I don't know, maybe go to the grocery store or order it herself?
Because she would have to go to the grocery store to do it. She could just tell me what to do, and I get it. She don't understand computers and all that.
Wait, you have a hot young mom who doesn't understand computers. Now your story is really starting to unravel here, buddy.
Well, she grew up in the 80s.
When I left the other night, I was 100% sure you were a liar. But now I'm 120% sure you're a liar. And you've got this mama's boy complex.
Okay, all I'm saying is there's still time to salvage something out of this.
What?
We never had anything. Come on.
You are still not trying here, Gavin. Are you really?
I am. She's a beautiful woman.
At this point, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. Maybe your lies would work with somebody else at the club, but not me. I wasn't born yesterday. I thought you were just a run-of-the-mill cheater, but now... Oh, God. No, thanks.
Okay, well, in that case, Casey, I would love to ask you if you'll go out with Gavin on a second date. We will pay for it.
I have to go. Right now, I have to go to work. This is taking up a lot of my time. God, what a way to start the day.
Can you pick me up some tampons on your way back? No, I guess I'm not getting my tampons. Unless Gavin, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Gavin, you're a dirty dog. I cannot believe you. You lied to us too, man.
How do you know I lied to you?
Because I'm not an idiot, Gavin.
I don't know.
Really? You're going to go buy tampons for your mom next,
If
Jose?
she asked me, of
No,
course
you
I
would not. That is such a lie. Even online, you guys wouldn't do that.
I might be lying to you. But you don't know that.
We can't prove it, so you know what, Gavin?
Sick, dude.
Casey, the girl that you called, doesn't listen to the show, but you do, so I trust you over her.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 says, I don't know what to think about that second date update, but I do know that I'm going to be rich now. Thank you. So, if you missed today's second date update, Penny wanted to call this dude named Christian. They actually knew each other in middle school, and she saw him at a fair. They decided to actually go out after they reconnected. But the reason he wasn't calling back was because during her date, she ran into a friend who she works with. They work in the same field. They do like a pyramid scheme type thing for water filters.
Yeah.
And they spent like 15 minutes pitching him on why he should sell these water filters. And he thought that he'd been scammed and set up by her to go out on this date just so that she could try to sell him some water filters.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it just dawned on me.
What?
Did she just do the whole second date update so she could pitch us the same thing?
Whoa.
Did we get scammed?
Maybe you guys got scammed, but I'm still investing in this, okay? So, yeah, you guys lost out because you don't want to believe her, but I am going to retire pretty soon.
We did get a couple texts, and they're like, what are the water filters called? Like,
Totally.
this could honestly be a scam.
And what if she never wanted to date with the guy to begin with?
Oh, my God.
What if the
mind
whole thing
blown.
from the very beginning? What if she never even knew him from junior high?
Well, then she's a genius marketer, and good job.
Yeah.
Hopefully we moved some water filters for you. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Don't forget, it is Friday, so Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week is coming up at 8:10.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I think one of the best things that you can do on a first date is take a girl that you don't even know down a remote road where nobody's at.
No.
And it's just you two together.
No.
That's the most romantic thing that I can think of.
If you want to get maced, maybe.
That's what Kenny did on his first date.
What?
Yeah. So you guys say that now. You say, oh, that sounds super creepy, but that's what he did. He took her hiking.
It's
Oh.
that's not
See?
the same
Exactly.
thing.
Yes, it is. It is
No,
the
it is
exact
not.
It really is.
I never thought of it like that.
That's what Kenny decided to do on his first date with the girl that he wants us to call today. I don't think it was as creepy as I made it sound.
Yeah.
Unless you want to correct me on that, Kenny.
No, I mean, it was definitely not that creepy.
Okay. Just checking. I don't know. You know, you said you took her hiking in your email, so that's all I thought about. Maybe I'm the problem here, Kenny.
Really?
So
Maybe.
tell us a little bit about the girl that you want us to call today. We know you took her hiking. We'll get into that in a second. But where'd you meet her?
I met her out at a bar. We have some mutual friends, and all I heard was that she was recently single, and I was interested, and I asked her out.
Was it like a setup thing where your friends were like, hey, this girl, she's single, come to the bar, she's there too?
No, not really. I mean, we all just happened to be in the same place at the same time, and I just found out she was single. So,
Okay.
And that's when you said, hey, do you want to come down a dark road with me tomorrow?
Yeah, that's not exactly how I said it, but yeah, I did ask her to go hiking.
Okay. And why hiking? I think that's a fine first date. I think a lot of people would like that, but why choose hiking instead of meeting up for coffee or food or
I
whatever?
love the outdoors. I love living up here, and I just think it's a great first date activity. I mean, you know, one, that's like you relieve stress, you kind of relax. Two, you're definitely in beautiful nature. And for me, the other thing is it's free.
That's another very good point.
Bonus.
Yeah, it is free.
Kenny, do you know, is she an outdoorsy person too? Because I know girls sometimes love it or hate it.
She was into it. I mean, she was certainly keeping up with me on the trail. She didn't complain.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, that's the
And
best
I-
part when you're in better shape and you get like ahead of them and you're just like, hurry up! Come on! Is this your first time? That's always fun to do too, you know?
Yeah, if they're lagging behind, I normally get, you know, a little concerned, but she was keeping up.
Okay. And I hike quite a bit. There's a lot of time for conversation or lack thereof. Was it easy to talk to her?
It was. I mean, I thought she was really funny, and you know, I mean, I've been on a lot of dates where you just go out and have drinks, and I don't know. I never really know what's really happening or what's the liquor talking or whatever. And up there, it's just like you're away from it all.
Yeah.
And she was funny and had a great time, I thought.
So she's obviously not calling you back. Did anything happen on the hike at all? Was there any awkward moments?
Not that I had noticed. The only awkward moment I noticed was afterwards. We went down and we went over to this grocery store to get some water, and we were just kind of hanging around. And I was like, you know what? I'm a pretty good chef. I like to cook a lot. And I was like, now that the hike went well, maybe I'll make her dinner or something. So I said, hey, can I cook you dinner tonight? Thinking we'd still go out. It's a Saturday.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And she just sort of responded with, no, I have to get up early. I'm like, well, do you work tomorrow? She goes, no, I just have to get up early. I'm like, well, tomorrow's Sunday. Okay. Really bummed me out.
Did she seem upset about something?
No, I mean, if anything, she's like, we'll do it some other night. And I was like, great. I mean, we didn't make any specific plans, but I don't know. It just seemed weird, and that's why I called you guys.
Especially if you felt like you had a good time, and for her to just be like, no, I got to get up early in the morning on a Sunday.
No excuse.
And no excuse. Like, nothing good to say about, like, yeah, I have to get up early for church, or I have to get up early for anything. I mean,
and there's not a woman that I know that would say no to a man cooking them dinner.
Yeah.
It's a very rare offer.
Right? I mean, I know, I'm like, that's my thing, I'm a good cook. She just wasn't into it, or I thought. I'm not really sure what she was thinking.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
I texted her Sunday, kind of like had a great time. I called her Sunday, told her I had a great time. Let me know when we can get together again. No response. And then I texted her on Tuesday.
Okay.
And that was a while ago.
And how long ago was your date?
It was a couple weeks ago.
All right, so that's a long time to not hear anything from her.
Yeah.
All right, man, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Kenny, are you about ready to give Alexa a call and find out why you're not getting a call back for a second date?
Let's do it.
All right, if you're just tuning in, Kenny took Alexa on a hike. After the hike, they were at the grocery store to get some water and stuff, and he said, hey, why don't I make you dinner tonight? And she said, no, I have to get up early. And he hasn't heard from her since, so he's wondering what went wrong on their date. And Kenny, I didn't ask you, at any point during your date, did you show her your junk?
No, didn't happen.
No. Hey, you're on a hike, and that's kind of, standard operation for me when I'm on a hike. I know that. Last time I was on a hike, I got junk thrown at me left and right just from random people out there. So, but I'm just making sure because actually that seems to happen a lot in second date updates. We call them, they're like, oh, yeah, they decided to show me a picture on their phone. You never did that move at any point.
No, didn't pull that one.
Okay.
Not even like peed on a tree or anything when you're out there.
No.
Nothing?
All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial the phone number, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go, man.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Alexa, please?
this is.
Alexa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. What's going on, Alexa?
Okay.
All right. The reason why I'm calling you Alexa is because one of our listeners emailed us about you. His name is Kenny, and you guys recently went on a date.
And he emailed you about it?
Yes, he did. Because he wants to know why you're not calling him back. He would love to see you again, and says that at the end of your date, you even said, like, hey, maybe we'll go out another time, and he hasn't heard anything from you. So Kenny emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask you if he did something wrong.
That is incredibly weird.
I know. I understand this is like a weird phone call to get, but would you
Yeah.
mind telling us if you enjoyed going out with Kenny?
Well, I guess since you're already calling, I mean, we went on a hike, and the hike was fine. We were getting along, but the end of the date got really weird, and so I haven't called him.
It got really weird.
Okay.
Because when we talked to Kenny about your date, he didn't mention anything weird happening.
No. He had a great
You
time.
talked to him on the phone?
Mm-hmm. We did. He said that everything seemed normal.
This is a first in my dating life, I gotta say. This is...
Well, what happened that was so weird?
Well, I mean, it wasn't so much weird as it was humiliating.
Whoa.
He humiliated you?
Oh, no.
What did he do that was humiliating?
We, got our bottles of water, and we were walking out of the store, and we, walked past the pharmacy area, and he saw this acne medicine And he pulls me over by it. He's like, "Oh, you should really try this. It's really good, and it could really help you."
What?
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Do you have?
Wow. What did you say when he said that to you?
I think like all the blood drained from my face, and then all of the blood came to my face, and I was like blushing, like beet red, absolutely mortified. I mean, it was like the most humiliating experience since middle school. Like it was.
Yeah.
Do you think he realized what he said to you?
I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't care either. I'd be like, hey, you're an a-hole.
Yeah.
I mean, I could not believe that happened in real life.
And it was.
And then he's like, "Oh, do you want to come over? I'll make you dinner."
So you're like, why? So you can make me dinner and then like let me try some more of your acne products?
Yeah, like tell me what else I can fix about myself, ass.
Oh
Jeez.
my God.
Was there?
right.
I mean, was there any time during the hike that maybe you guys like, I don't know, somehow got on the subject of how hard it is to have acne or something?
No.
Oh God.
That's not first date material. Like no.
So you're just walking along and he stops and goes, hey, try this acne medication. It might work for you.
It might help you. It could really help you, is what he said.
That's messed up.
Like, what the And then apparently he calls the radio station. Like,
yeah. If he's not that aware to know that that's something wrong to say to somebody, I can imagine being at your house cooking like, hey, I'm not using butter in this.
Right.
Just so the complexion thing, you know?
Weigh me when I come to your house? Like, what?
Jeez.
Like, what?
What would you say to him if you could say one thing to him?
Off.
Okay.
Oh, that's direct.
Alexa, would you like to say that to him? Because he's actually on the phone listening.
I'm so horrified right now.
You should be. You should be. You should be absolutely mortified, just like I was.
In all honesty, can I just tell you I was trying to help you out, if anything?
I don't need your help. I don't need your help.
Kenny, you're digging your ditch even more right now.
My skin is crawling that, like, I actually spent time with you, and you think you need to help me. Like,
I just figured, like, it's like a grooming tip, if anything, you know? I don't know why everyone is, like, laughing and so horrified. I mean, I was in the situation with her, and I saw the problem, and I was just trying to help. Like, to me, it was a positive move.
Oh my
no
God.
intention of making this an insult.
That's not the kind of help that anybody really wants or needs.
Do you have any read on like other people's emotions, Kenny? Maybe you're just bad.
Seriously. You think I don't know what my face looks like? Like, yes, I had a breakout. Like, I'm PMSing. Like, it happened. Like,
Amen.
I need you to tell me that? You're going to fix me?
I mean, I didn't mean any harm by it. I was just trying to help you out, you know? I mean, I certainly was
You can shove your help up your
Kenny, I don't think anybody wants to have somebody recommend a skin cream to them to help them with whatever acne problems they're having at that moment.
Only
no
their
matter what.
dermatologist.
Yeah, even my mom would do that, and I'd be
Right.
like, hey, you're a you know what I mean?
Get out of here.
I mean, look, I guess I just wasn't thinking very clearly, and I shouldn't have said anything, and I feel like an idiot right now, and
Good.
I don't know. My buddies and I, we, like, take care of our skin, we moisturize and all that. We
Yeah, your
recommend
buddies
products
and you
to
don't
each
have
other. We're sort of
PMS.
in that vein, and I just was trying to, like, help, and I don't know, maybe I
Oh my
went too far.
God.
and
Like, can
if
we
I messed
end
it
this?
up, I
Because I'm
understand.
so revolted right now.
I mean, look, it's not about whatever physical things. Like, if I didn't think you were attractive, I wouldn't have called and tried to go on a second date with you.
Good point.
Oh my God, I'm so thrilled you think I'm attractive.
Yeah. He was able to look past the horrible acne, Alexa, and still want to go out on a
I'm not a
second date.
disfigured monster. Thank God.
All right, well, I've got to ask the question. Alexa, would you like to go out on a second date with Kenny?
No.
Kenny.
If it's our first date and he's already trying to find things to fix about me, why the would I waste time on a second one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very good point.
All right, I got it.
Okay, Kenny, you know what? So you understand what you did wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
To tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised and shocked that if you make, like, one mistake on a date, then it's like someone can be so judgmental and just blow me off.
Oh my God.
You're still doing it, Kenny.
Yeah.
You're calling me judgmental.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
I can't believe this is reality right now.
All right, Kenny, well, better luck next time when you're out there in the world dating, okay?
Yep. Thanks, guys.
I think we all learned one very important lesson today, and that's don't ever take girls hiking, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Worst dating idea ever.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Right now, you can get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail with the purchase of a Napa Legend Premium Battery. Its superior durability, capacity, and power make it the obvious choice for people who hate getting stranded by a dead car battery. So pretty much everyone. The Napa Legend Premium Battery and $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer ends 2/28/18.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I always love it when I receive emails or even text messages in all caps. The email that we got about today's second date update was primarily in all caps and exclamation points everywhere.
Was it not from Kanye West?
No, it wasn't. It was from Anthony. Anthony, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. I expected him to be like, hey, what's up? How are you? From the way that your email was written.
Oh, my gosh.
You were a very excitable guy, Anthony.
Oh, yeah, I just think I blew it with this girl.
You sound like you're about to cry right now. Are you all right?
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit upset. I'm sorry.
Okay. Who is this girl, Anthony?
Her name is Trisha. She was a friend of a friend hooked, set us up on a date. It's been a long time since I've gone out on a date because I was in a relationship.
Anthony, are you crying?
I'm trying to get it together. I'm sorry.
Are you really crying?
And that's okay if he is, Jubal.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Hey, he really likes this girl.
I like men who are comfortable crying.
Yeah, but you went. Tell us about the girl,
You're
Anthony.
right.
She's just real sweet. She's got really beautiful hair. It smells great, and she's got a funny laugh. And she just seemed like a really nice person.
Okay. What'd you do on your date, Anthony?
I was afraid of doing anything too romantic and too forward, so I got ice cream and, looked at the water and had dinner. It was just a really nice, fun time.
I'm sorry that I judged you. I'm almost in tears right now.
Stop,
That
man.
sounded like.
I think, Anthony, what people are curious about is, like, how can you get so attached to a woman that it makes you cry when you've only gone on one date with her?
Well, part of it's her, because she seemed like she really liked me. And then, like I said, I've not done this a lot. I dated my high school girlfriend since I was a freshman in high school, and then we were together until a year ago.
Okay.
Oh, so that's all you've had. You've
Wow.
had one serious girlfriend ever.
So like 10 years?
Yeah,
And never dated.
right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to.
That explains a little bit.
Yep, it does.
So how did the date end between you guys?
Did you weep into her neck while she held you?
We just hugged because, I don't like to kiss on the first date because, I want to have like a nice, memorable thing
Okay.
that everything else is built on.
Now, your email said you'd be really devastated if you never found out why.
Well, I mean, if I'm doing something wrong, I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life, right? So it'd be nice if I could figure it out.
I know you're new to this, but it's one date, dude. You get blown off a lot in the dating world.
Yeah,
It's
believe
true.
me.
Yeah, but she seemed to really like me, and she was so sweet, and she's got the best smelling hair ever.
Okay. You brushed the hair twice.
So you didn't freak out about her hair the whole time on the date, right? Because that could freak a girl out.
I didn't mention it.
Okay. It sounds like you were really, really into her hair.
Well, it's really pretty, and she looks like a shampoo commercial girl. It's great. I don't want this to sound weird or anything. I just really felt like a strong connection with her, and I just don't want to lose that.
Okay.
I don't think that comes along every day.
So Anthony, little concerned about your emotional state. I just want to prepare you. Like a lot of times when we get the other person on the phone, they can say some negative or maybe some unflattering things. Are you prepared for that?
I think I'll be okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. It's already upset.
This is
Wow.
going to end poorly.
Not to make you wait any longer, we're going to play a song.
Oh, no.
Come back and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thanks, guys.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You guys think Anthony's been huddled in a ball in the corner, weeping
Yeah.
during that whole song?
Listening to a really sad song, like True Colors or something.
Anthony, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Oh, God, I feel so bad.
My heart was beating so fast in that last song. It was just...
If anybody's just tuning in for the second date update, Anthony called us about a girl named Trisha that he went out on a date with. The first person he's been out with in how long, Anthony?
Well, since my girlfriend and I broke up a year ago.
Okay.
And his first real adult date, period.
Yeah,
You've
because-
never dated before.
He met her in high school. They dated for a long time.
Can I give you some advice, Anthony?
Okay.
Okay.
Anthony, are you for
Yeah.
real freaking out this much?
I just haven't dated a whole lot. I knew she was special. Everything about her was so right.
You gotta try to pull yourself together a little bit.
Pull yourself together, Anthony.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you? It is one date, and this does not sound attractive. I am sorry.
emotional.
He needs a little tough love right now. Anthony, I want you to stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, and get ready to do this like a man.
Okay.
All
You never
right.
know. Anthony could have met the love of your life that night. This is very important, Anthony.
Okay, Jubal,
What?
we just went through a whole power him up thing.
I know, but I just want to let him know how important this thing is, and he should be very nervous.
Stop. No.
I am nervous.
I know, Anthony. I know. You're an emotional dude. I get it. But put your phone on mute if you start to, like, hyperventilate or cry.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. Anthony, you still there?
I'm here.
All right, I just want to make sure you didn't pass out.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Trisha.
This is she.
Hey, Trisha, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
You recently went out with a friend of mine.
I did?
Yeah. His name is Anthony. You remember going out with a guy named Anthony?
I do. How is he? Wait. Okay, you're on the radio and he's your friend.
I'm on the radio, so I have lots of friends.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and Anthony happens to be one of them.
Okay.
And he said that he really enjoyed the date with you and thought that you guys were going to go out again, but you haven't called him back or responded to any of his messages or voicemails or any of that. So I wanted to call you and ask if he did something wrong on the date.
That's just weird that he's having you call for him, but he did have a really great time on the date. That's true.
He did? Did you not have a good time then?
I mean, I had a good time, but I think that Anthony had a really good time. Like,
Was he just too eager on the date?
well, it wasn't really on the date. It was afterwards.
What do you mean?
He tweeted like 5 times about our date within like 2 hours.
Oh.
So
What?
he went back after your date and just started tweeting about it?
Yeah, he was like, he tweeted "Lonely No More," "Most amazing date of my life."
Oh, my God.
Points.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is horrible. What were you?
Well, wait, it gets better. It was like, is this what love really feels like?
God.
With exclamation points and question marks.
Are you scared at this point, Trisha?
I mean, yeah, especially, okay, how about this one? At last, my love has come. And he did, in parentheses, put Etta James.
No.
Oh, no. Really? He's quoting Etta James on his Twitter feed.
No.
Trisha,
Yeah.
I should also let you know that Anthony is currently on the other line right now listening to this conversation.
Are you serious?
Hi.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry if it creeped you out a little bit. I mean, I was just trying to make a really nice evening for you, and
This is so awkward. It's amazing.
Oh, my God.
I thought we were having fun.
Okay, well, the date was very nice. You took me out on a very nice date, and it was fun. But seriously, Anthony, you tweeted, "Oh, my God, freaking out. I think I hear church bells."
Oh, isn't that a romantic thing to say? I mean, isn't that what every
Yeah,
isn't
we
that
were
what every
together for like
girlfriend's about?
3
Is
years.
finding the right guy and getting together and living happily ever after.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh, my God, this is a joke, right? There's no way you're crying right now.
No.
I think he has allergies. I think that's what it is. Trisha, Anthony's an emotional guy.
Anthony needs therapy.
Amen. I am sorry.
Trisha, Anthony, let me help you out a little bit. Trisha, if you didn't know, Anthony just got out of a long relationship with his high school sweetheart. You're the first girl he's been on a date with since high school.
Dude, be single for a while. Seriously. There's so many great things about being single. Like, go experience life a little bit before you tie yourself into a relationship.
Yes, Anthony, it's okay to be single and experience things by yourself. It's actually a very fun time. You can do it.
Okay.
Anthony, you need to really, dating is hard and it's going to hurt. But you need to find some confidence, dude. What do you like about yourself?
I think I'm charming and I'm good looking. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Trish thought you were good looking, didn't you?
Yes, he's very attractive.
See, she thinks you're good looking.
Okay.
Now, Trish, if you could give one piece of advice to Anthony, what would it be?
Yeah, stop crying.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the date was really sweet, and I think that maybe if he just, the charming part of it all was very nice, but the clinginess and the, just all of a sudden feeling like you were owned by, I don't know, he needs to baby step it. Baby step.
Okay.
That's good advice.
Anthony, you'd like to go out with Trisha again, right?
Yeah, I would, very much.
Oh, look at
Do you think you can hold it together and not be too clingy?
Yes. I'll work on that. I'll be good at that.
At this point, I would like to ask you if you'd like to go on a second date with Anthony.
Hey.
Trisha, do you want to give him another shot? We will send you guys out. We'll pay for it if you go out with Anthony one more time.
I think I'd rather set him up with one of my friends.
A friend that you dislike, or what?
If I go out with him again and this happens, then it is going to cost me something because now I'm going to be the mean girl, and I don't want to be the mean girl. Yeah. And I just feel like he needs a little bit more time to be single.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Sorry, Anthony, but you got your answer, and now you know.
Okay.
Maybe take some time to yourself, especially if you haven't dated in a while. The first girl that you go out with, you will fall for her because you'll think that she's awesome because she's something different than what you've been used to.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to kind of check your emotions a little bit.
You mean I should not share all of myself right away?
No, definitely don't. Wait till the third date for the crying. Dude.
I was going to say the third year.
Okay, guys, thanks for trying.
Do like everybody else and save the tears for the bedroom.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Seriously, Anthony, you tweeted, "Oh my God, freaking out. I think I hear church bells."
Oh, isn't that a romantic thing to say? I mean, isn't that what every
we
what
were
every
together for
girlfriend's about?
3
Finding
years.
the right guy and getting together and living happily ever after.
Are you crying?
No.
Text in at 78592 says, poor guy, he sounds like a sweetheart, but definitely not ready for dating.
Yeah.
Yet.
A little unstable.
That was a clip from today's second date update. If you missed it, Anthony and Trisha went on a date. She wasn't calling him back. Why? Because when she got done with the date, she went home and saw that he was tweeting a bunch of things about how amazing it was and how basically what happened right there. And then he started to kind of cry and was very emotional. So
Well, the guy hasn't dated anyone since high school, man.
Yeah.
And I just have this feeling that his ex isn't sitting around crying. I bet she's maybe celebrating
yeah,
her newfound freedom,
she's
right?
probably doing okay.
Yeah.
And he's not okay with
No,
that.
he's not.
And I'm all for a guy crying. I'm an emotional
Absolutely.
guy. I cry all the time. But that was something's a little off with him. He is literally bawling after one date.
There's sometimes when you got to keep it together a little bit.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
That's time to cry in private after a first date.
And that's for both genders.
Yeah.
Nobody should be crying on a first date. It doesn't matter if you're man, you're woman, who you're dating.
That's going to
what's going on.
Scare anybody away.
Yeah. I mean, unless someone dies. I think that's the only time it's okay to cry on the first date.
Yeah, no matter what. If you go out with someone and then after that they're tweeting about how it was the most amazing date experience and their heart is ready to love again and they're in tears and they can't do anything but think about you after a first date, that's probably going to scare you off.
But you know what? It doesn't scare everybody off because we just got a text in that says, "Oh, I'll go out with Anthony."
Yeah. They're into it. See, some people might like that. They might both be they both be tweeting the same thing and both crying and calling each other and talking about how they've met the love of their life after one dinner date.
And then I heard of all the second date, and I just couldn't handle it.
God, I mean, if they're crying after one date, can you imagine the tears after the breakup?
Oh, man.
Geez.
Be really tough.
Yeah.
So they decided not to go out again. Well, she decided not to go out with him again.
Yeah.
But he'll be all right
Wait.
eventually. Maybe with some therapy and
Yes.
something. He'll be okay. He'll get through this tough time in his life. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Now ADT can help protect your family at home and on the go. Get started with ADT's best offer, an ADT starter kit and security camera installed free. A savings of $449. Plus, you'll get ADT Go, the new family mobile safety app and service for 24/7 emergency response. Go to ADT.com/podcast today to take advantage of ADT's best offer with 36-month monitoring contract, easy pay and QSP. Early termination and activation fees apply. Additional charge for ADT Go premium services after 3/31/18. Certain markets excluded. Licenses available at ADT.com. Offer ends April 1st.
2.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update is going to be an interesting one. We don't get a lot of requests from people who haven't seen somebody in a long time, but every once in a while we do. And Nova is on the phone today for a second date update. The guy she wants to call, she went out with over a year ago.
Whoa.
Almost 2 years ago, it says. And her reason for wanting a second date with the guy is definitely something we've never done on this show before. I'm not going to tell. I'll let her tell it. Nova, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Not too bad.
Very curious.
What's the name of the guy you want to call today?
His name is Craig.
Craig. And you went out with him like almost 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was a little over a year and a half ago.
And were you the one that didn't call him back originally?
Yes.
Why?
Okay.
Well, I felt like we had a really good date, and we ended up hooking up, but I was like in this phase in my life where I was kind of dating a lot, and I kind of felt like he really liked me, and I just wasn't ready for that.
Oh, I totally know
that makes sense.
Now you're ready. Now you're ready for it.
Kinda.
I would hope so.
Or open to it at least, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, I have sort of a different motive for wanting to reconnect.
What's your motive?
So after I ghosted him and blew him off, a little bit later, I found out that I was pregnant.
What? Wait, with his kid?
To be 100% honest, I can't say for sure.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
So there's a couple people that it could be.
Yeah.
This is dramatic.
This isn't just a date. This is a life.
At the time, because I didn't know and I was sort of ready for it, I decided to do it on my own. So I have a beautiful daughter. And now that she's getting a little older, I'm kind of curious about her genes and where she comes from.
So she's almost 2. No, wait. Year and a half.
No, she's not even a year yet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the math of conception to now.
Okay.
Trying to solve the mystery.
So now you want to call him and tell him that he might be the father. And ask him for a date.
How does that work?
Well, this is how I was hoping you guys could help me. So when I do the math, Craig is the most likely father.
Okay, and what are the odds here that we're talking? Like 80-20?
It's like 30-40, but he's the 40.
Okay.
You're the most sure.
So you're the most positive about him.
A little bit better than 1 in 3 chance that it could be him.
I don't want to freak him out and tell him, like, you might be a father. So I was hoping you guys could just set me up on a second date with him. And then if it goes well, I could, like end up at his apartment and steal, like, a strand of hair or a toothbrush.
Oh, wow.
And then figure out if he's the father and then tell him.
Okay, so you want to try to steal some of his DNA. Not the DNA that got you pregnant, some other DNA.
That's a terrible thing to spring on somebody unless you're sure, and I don't know any other way to find out.
Okay, so you want us to get you a second date with him so that you can end up back at his place and steal something of his so you can take it to the doctor and see if he's the father of your kid.
Well, maybe I could, like, cheek swab him while he's sleeping and bring it in. I just don't want to bother him with it unless it's him.
I can't decide if this is, like, it feels wrong, but I don't know if it's wrong. Like, if you're a guy, would you rather just know the upfront truth? Like, hey, there's a 1 in 3 chance you may be the dad. Do you want to get tested? Or do you want someone going behind your back and trying to...
I don't know.
go detective on you.
Just as somebody asking me, hey, or saying, I think you may be the father, do you want to get a test? I would flip out.
Would you say yes or no?
Oh, I'd say yes to the test for sure, but you'd instantly assume and you'd instantly be upset. I see what she means in that sense.
So here's the thing, though, Nova. If we get you a date with him, would you actually ever think about dating him?
Yeah, we really connected. I just wasn't in a place. And then, God, like, what do you call him up and say, I'm pregnant, it might be yours? I was in a weird situation.
Yeah.
Well, now it's even worse. I've already had the baby and it might be yours.
But are you going to tell him that you have a kid at all on your second date?
No, I'll probably just save that if I can help it until after I find out if he's the father.
Okay. All right, so the goal here is get you a second date so that you can steal his DNA.
That sounds so bad, but it's for the good.
Yeah.
You say it like that.
Okay, well, we'll do that. We'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
All right, hang on.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
There's a lot riding on today's second date update. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. If you're just joining us, Nova is on the phone, and she wants to call a dude named Craig. They actually went out about 2 years ago, and... Hey, Nova, did you guys hook up that night?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering, because Nova had a baby not that long ago, and she thinks that Craig might be the father. So, yeah, okay. My detective skills tell me that you guys hooked up that night.
Yeah, normally one step leads to this last step.
And Nova wants to ask him out on another date, not necessarily because she really, really wants to see him again, but she wants to see if she can go out on a date with him and get back to his place so that she can take a toothbrush or something and get it DNA tested because she thinks he might be the father of her new baby. There's a couple other options, but Craig is 40% probably the father. My question to you, though, is you don't want us to say anything about you trying to steal his DNA to get a paternity test, right?
Yeah, obviously.
No, I don't want to freak him out for no reason. Like, imagine somebody telling you that. Like, I'll never get on a date with him.
Yeah.
I want to make sure he is the father before I lay that on him. So I just want you guys to set up just a nice second date.
Okay.
You have good intentions, I know, but the only question that I have is, have you actually already contacted him and he's just not getting back to you, or is this the first time we'd be reaching out to him in over almost 2 years?
No, I haven't reached out to him because I don't know how to explain why I haven't been in touch in so long.
Okay.
So you haven't even tried to go out with him again. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, and then I don't know. I guess I'll just say, hey, life got in the way. You know, she's busy because you're the one that stopped talking to him. He didn't even stop talking to you.
And life did get in the way. Yeah. I mean, that kept her busy for a while.
That's fine. Anything you need to say to get me a date.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm dialing his phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Craig, please?
This is he.
Craig, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who'd you say this was?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show?
Uh-huh.
Did I win something?
No, not yet. You might have. I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they can email us to get you on the phone to try to figure out what happened. And we got an email about you the other day.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You been out on any dates recently?
No, not in a long time.
Okay. You go on a date about 2 years ago?
Almost 2 years ago.
Maybe.
I need dates and times of all of the dates you've been on in the last 3 years, just to make sure we're safe.
Are you guys messing with me right now?
No, I'm not.
Well, that part he was kidding about, but...
We got an email from a girl named Nova. Do you remember Nova?
Yeah.
You went out with her probably about 2 years ago. Do you have a good memory of who she is?
Yeah.
Sounds like you don't at all.
Sure.
You remember her?
I remember Nova, yeah, but I mean, we went out on one date and then she kind of ghosted me.
Yeah, she told us that, and she feels bad about that. She's actually thought about you a lot since then, and so she emailed us to see if we could get a hold of you and ask if you'd go out with her again.
So let me get this straight. She emailed you, and now you guys are calling me on her behalf 2 years after we went on our date.
Yeah.
To ask me out on a date.
Yes. A lot can happen in 2 years. You're not, I mean, you said you haven't been on a date in a while, so you're not like, you don't have a girlfriend or anything now, do you?
Actually, no, not right now.
Okay.
So that's good timing.
I'm just kind of curious as to, like, why she's calling me now. Because, like, I tried calling her.
Were you mad after she ghosted you?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't happy about it. I thought we had a good time.
What she told us is that she just wasn't ready for a relationship. And, I mean, I think that maybe it scared her almost a little bit, like that there was potential between you guys.
Okay, so it seems a little weird to call somebody up after 2 years. Like,
yeah,
she thought about me after all that time. It just doesn't.
It proves that she's been thinking about you a lot.
Yeah.
You know what, Craig? Why don't I just let her tell it? Because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Good idea.
Are you serious?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey, Craig, it's a blast from the past. Nova is on the other line. Nova, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, Craig.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I've been good. I heard you're single now. That's cool.
Can I ask, like, why you blew me off in the first place?
I know that back then I didn't do the right thing. I really liked you, and I could feel that you really liked me too. And I just felt like I wasn't in a place in my life to give what the relationship could have deserved.
Right.
I know that I should have at least said something to you, but I just didn't know what to say. And, it was the wrong thing. And I'm sorry. And I was hoping that you would go out with me again.
So you didn't feel like it back then, but now you do feel like it.
Right.
You know how it is, Craig. Like, you might stop talking to somebody, and then you just get this feeling in your belly, like, oh, man, I got to talk to him. Like you just think about him. You get butterflies. You get funny feelings in your stomach, And then you think about him for a long time, and then you might reach out to him later. I think that's just what's going on here. She's been thinking about you for a while.
Doesn't want you to get away.
I think that we went on one date, and the fact that you're still on my mind could mean something.
Well, I mean, if it was like a week later or like even a month later, but like 2 years and you don't even reach out, like I called you, I texted you, and you just like you could have at least been decent and you could have just told me that you were in a different place or something. You could have just told me that at the time.
Right.
I know. I did not do the right thing. And I know it's only been 2 years, but I have matured a lot and been through a lot. And I mean, I think about all of the guys that I've dated, and there have been a lot. And you were the nicest, sweetest guy that I came across, and I just felt like I had to take this chance and reach out.
So you dated a lot of people. Does that mean like you hooked up with a lot of people?
Wait, is that a bad thing, Craig? I mean, you guys weren't dating.
I don't know. Like somebody goes out, they start dating a bunch of people, and then they just want to go through the cycle again. Like I don't want to just be somebody that just gets used and disregarded.
You don't want to be like a booty call every 2 years?
2-year booty call?
Yeah.
If it has, it's been over a year since I've dated.
And Craig, I mean, you got to give her credit. She admits that she handled the situation wrong. Mm-hmm. She didn't try to, like, play you and bring you down a path and then dump you. Like, you got to have some respect for her there. I mean, I know it sucks to be ghosted, but she's owning up to it.
Yeah, like, is there a problem? Are you seeing somebody else, or?
I mean, honestly, no, I'm not seeing anybody. I was dating somebody for a little bit, but we broke up a couple of months ago, so, like, I'd be interested in catching up and seeing what's been going on, over this last year with you.
Oh, you would?
Good.
That's good.
Okay, well, Craig, I'll officially ask then, would you go on a second date with Nova? We will pay for it. Just the date.
Yeah,
Just the date.
Yay!
I mean, yeah, we did have a connection that night, I felt, so I would be interested in seeing you again and see if it's still there.
Who knows? Maybe this one could end up like your last one back at your place.
Yeah. Wait, hang on a sec. I never told you guys that she ended up coming back to my place. Did she tell you that?
Yeah, she told us that. She said that, like you guys hooked up the time you went out. And it was so good, it stuck with her all this time.
Yeah, I mean, did your number change or something? Like, you want to text me or call me and we, figure it all out?
Yeah, I have your number. I gave it to the radio station.
Oh, right, duh.
All right, sweet. Well,
my God.
then,
We did it.
Congratulations, Nova. You got your second date. Craig, I think it'll be cool for you guys to reconnect,
Good luck.
Oh my gosh, and you guys have to give us an update of how it goes.
Please, God, yes.
We will.
Okay.
All right, Craig. Well, thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you talking to us, and good luck on your date.
Yeah, have fun.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
See you. Okay, Nova.
Oh, my God.
Shut
You're
up.
in there.
It's
You got your
happening.
date. Now, you have to promise us that you'll give us an update if you get
how you did
his
it.
DNA and get a paternity test done, okay?
I will.
All right.
This is
Seriously, you have. If I see you on Maury Povich before this show, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh, my God.
I would never.
Brooke and Jubal.
Date biking.
That's awesome.
I've gone on a bike date before. It didn't work very well for me.
Why?
I showed up. She was on her bike. I had my tricycle with me. And she thought that was cute at first, but it was just really tough to keep up with her.
Yeah.
Trying
You
to
pedal
pedal
hard.
the tricycle behind her. Then I got frustrated and got off the thing, ended up throwing it into the water. It was by where we were biking, cussed at her, and stormed off. It's the last time I ever go on a bike date, I can tell you that much. Hopefully his bike date went better than mine. What's up, Scott? How are you?
I'm doing good, guys. How you doing?
Not too bad. Thank you very much for your email and agreeing to do the second date. So tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today.
Well, her name is Veronica,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually met her in a hot yoga class.
Nice.
Oh, I always think it's kind of weird for a guy to hit on a girl in a hot yoga.
Well, it wasn't in hot yoga. It was actually outside of hot yoga.
Oh, you didn't do it right in the middle of the class? Like, it's all quiet, and they're supposed to be like, hey, what's your name? My name's Scott. You can call me Scotty B. You didn't do it like that?
No, because it was my first time doing hot yoga, and I didn't realize how hot yoga got. So
It's true to its name, sir.
yeah, well, I mean, I almost passed out. So I had to excuse myself from the hot yoga room, and then maybe a minute later, Veronica comes out. It was her first time, and she didn't know how hot it was.
So you guys both were about to pass out.
Yes, so we were
That's awesome.
both in the hall, dehydrated, and sort of laughing at each other. And so, struck up a conversation over that, and turns out we both like to exercise and stay fit. And I told her I like biking, and she said she liked biking. So I said, and maybe you'd like to go biking sometime. And she said, sure. So I got her number, and we set up a biking date.
That's pretty cute because nobody looks attractive when they walk out of a hot yoga class, especially when they're about to pass out.
No. Well, yes. We both needed water pretty bad at that point.
So how long after you met did you go on your bike date?
It was about 3 days later.
Okay.
So it was pretty soon, yeah.
And I'm hoping you showed up to your bike date dressed like you were doing the Tour de France, just all spandexed out everywhere.
No, there was no spandex on my part. She was wearing spandex, and she looked fantastic in them. But, she also packed us a lunch.
Oh, that's cute.
So it was cool. So we biked for about an hour. We stopped. We had lunch. We had some great conversation over lunch. We were both laughing at each other, and it was a great time. We packed up, biked another hour back to where our cars were, and then we get to the cars, and she just, she throws her bike in the back of hers and says, I really got to go. Talk to you later.
That was it? Like, she didn't stop to talk, or you guys didn't hug or kiss or anything?
No hug, no kiss, no nothing.
Did she seem pissed about something?
Not pissed, just she just seemed like she was in a real big hurry, and she just packed up and left.
Did she seem nervous at any point during the date? Like, 'cause sometimes I get nervous and I do weird things.
No, it wasn't like that at all. No awkwardness at all.
That's good.
You didn't,
at least I thought so.
You didn't flash her while you guys were out in the woods, did you? Just a little flash? And maybe you forgot about it?
Yeah, I would have remembered if I would have flashed her.
Are you sure?
Very much.
I forget all the time that I do, and then people remind me.
It is an issue.
But even if she was in a hurry, I cannot understand why she will not return any of my phone calls.
That's true. I mean, if she even had to get out of there for an appointment or something like that.
Which I understand completely. If she had to be somewhere but the thing was, she never said she had to be anywhere. So
Right.
it sort of came out of nowhere. It's like, ooh, I gotta go. All right, maybe she's in a hurry for something. And then, like, that was about a week ago. I've been calling her, and no answer, no return calls.
What was the last thing she said to you?
I'll talk to you later.
Oh,
All right, and
that's brief.
She lied to you because she's obviously not talking to you later. All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, and then find out if you got a second date or if you get ditched.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hang on. In the middle of a second date, in case you missed the first part, Scott is on the phone with us, and he wants to call a girl named Veronica. They went out biking for a date, had a fun time, and at the end of their bike ride, she just got to the car, threw her stuff in, and left, like in a hurry. No real goodbye or anything, and she hasn't called him since. So we're about to get her on the phone and find out what went wrong on the date. Scott, I think I might have figured it out for you, though.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, because you have no idea why she would have left like that. Like, the date was fine, everything seemed
No
good.
idea.
I think there's a couple options. One, I know when I go on bike rides, long bike rides like you guys went on, it shakes things up, and I usually have to go to the bathroom. So maybe she had to take a toozy, and that's why she was leaving in a rush, or she actually did it while you guys were riding on the bike path and had to leave.
Poop is one of the reasons that you're naming.
Or
This is so
she's addicted to meth, and
reasonable.
her dealer just got a shipment in that day, and so she had to run out to that, and then she's been holed up in like a meth den for the past couple weeks and hasn't answered you because she's been doing that. So those are probably the two best options I can think of right now.
Well, yeah, I'm not too keen on either of them.
Okay,
so
but
maybe we should just call her and find out.
All right, I guess that's a good idea. I'll dial her phone number right now and get her on the phone and see what went wrong. Yeah, I mean, maybe she'll answer in a meth. I don't know, dude. I mean, she seems kind of shady to me.
Yeah, because most people you meet in a hot yoga class are normally meth heads.
Yeah.
Those two things go hand in hand.
Meth addicts love it. Okay, man. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date, okay?
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Veronica.
Yes, this is her.
Hey, Veronica, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a morning radio show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't really listen to the radio. Oh, why exactly are you guys calling?
Well, I'm calling you because one of our listeners sent us an email about you and asked us if we could get you on the phone.
Oh, okay.
His name is Scott. He's a guy that you recently went on a date with.
Yeah.
Well, he emailed us because he says after your date and after your bike ride, you just sort of like threw your stuff in the car and left in a rush and haven't talked to him since. So he was wondering if we could get you on the phone and ask him why you don't want to talk to him.
I really don't want my business out there. I mean, is this, like, can people hear me?
Yes, but is it your business? If it's something that like is embarrassing for you, you don't have to talk about it, but you can just tell me if he did something wrong. That's really all I need to know.
I mean, yes, it was his fault.
Okay. So if it's nothing bad on you, do you mind telling us what he did so that at least we can give him an answer? I'd really appreciate it.
I mean, if that's what's going to make him sleep better at night, okay.
It will.
Yeah.
Thank you. So what did he do?
I mean, when I first met him, I thought he was a really good guy. He seemed like a really nice guy. But after our date, I have no respect for him.
No respect for him?
That's huge.
None. I just feel like he's a completely different person than who I thought he was.
Did he say something like horrible to you?
No. It's just I don't respect him and the things that he contributes to, and I just don't respect him as a human being.
The things that he contributes to?
I actually got there a lot sooner than he did, so I had unpacked my bike, and I kind of met him at the beginning of the trail. So, we had our date, and when we got back, I noticed he drove this enormous SUV.
am still waiting for a problem.
I mean, they contribute to a lot of pollution that's going on in the world today.
So you're not calling him back because he drives an SUV?
I can't date somebody who is knowingly polluting the environment. I mean, if you really look, literally an SUV will kill 20 birds a month. That's 200 birds he's killing a year by driving some astronomically big vehicle.
Right.
But why wouldn't you just tell him that upset you?
Because he's not going to change. That's who he is. And if that's who he is, I don't want to be with him. I mean, I plan on having kids one day, and he's destroying the environment that my kids are going to grow up in.
So you hate SUVs, and that's the reason?
No, I don't hate SUVs. I hate people that drive SUVs that are destroying the environment that I live in, the air that I'm breathing.
Okay.
But you guys are laughing at me while you're talking to me.
Well,
I don't understand.
The reason that we're laughing is it seems like kind of an extreme move to not date somebody just because of the car they drive.
An extreme move? Do you know that pollution kills more than 1 million seabirds and 100 million mammals every year?
I did not know that.
He's killing the environment.
But the thing, like that, I think it's an incredibly noble cause. I just don't know if your tactic for tackling the environmental issues is probably just not dating people who drive SUVs.
So what are you doing to help the environment? I'm guessing nothing at all.
Whoa! Yeah, Brooke.
I recycle.
Right.
I compost. Okay, I compost.
Did you know that we are the number 2 country producing carbon dioxide on a daily basis? Number 2. Number 1 is China.
I did not know that.
It is messed
I
up.
would love to tell Scott all this information to let him know what a bad person he is, don't you?
I sense your sarcasm, and I really don't even want to talk to him. He's a bad person. He's bad for the environment, and I don't want anything to do with him.
That's going to be kind of tough because he's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Veronica, it's me, the bird killer.
Whoa.
Are you going to outlaw cats because they kill birds too?
What's going on? I didn't even know he was on the phone.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
It's a detail I left out.
I didn't know I was such a bad person like Jack the Ripper. Holy cow.
You are a bad person.
Whoa.
I drive an SUV. So do thousands of other people.
You don't need an SUV. You don't even have a family. It's just one. Get a smaller car.
Good point.
You're telling me how to live my life?
Bottom line, Scott, you are destroying the world with your SUV. And you know what? I think it's disgusting and repulsive. So it is what it is.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Bottom line, you're insane. I respect the environment as well, okay? Just because I don't drive the kind of car you think I should drive doesn't mean I don't care. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person at all.
I'm surprised you just didn't take a match and light the whole entire forest up while we were doing. I'm surprised you just didn't burn everything down. So that's what you're doing driving an SUV.
Wow, you know what? After hearing you talk, I'm surprised you didn't drug me and harvest my organs for birds.
What? Oh my God.
The world would be a better place without you. I probably should have done something like that.
Veronica, don't you think that you're being a little extreme? Like, you know, your message is getting lost.
She's being crazy.
You know what, Scott? I'm the only one in this whole entire conversation that's actually speaking the truth, and I'm actually glad I'm on the radio so it can expose how mindless and how simple and how disgusting you are as a person.
Oh my God.
You know what?
And by the way, hold on, my last fact. By the way,
another fact. Okay, let's hear it.
Oh yeah, you're driving an SUV using gas because you're not in a hybrid or an electric vehicle. Well, every 1 million tons of oil that is shipped, approximately 1 ton of that gets wasted in the water. So now you're not only pollutioning our air, it's the ocean, it's the air, it's everything. You're an evil person.
Oh my God.
This is a perfect time to ask Veronica, would you like to go out on a second date with Scott? We will pay for it.
You must be stupid to even ask me that question. I'm not going out with that guy again.
Yeah, he is.
I am kind of stupid, yes. So
point.
no second date.
Doesn't matter.
All right, well, you guys. Scott, thank you for your email. Veronica, thank you for your time. I just want you to take comfort in knowing that your message was heard loud and clear.
Very loud.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you, Veronica.
Goodbye.
Scott,
Can you believe her?
Looking for the perfect birthday or anniversary gift or a special date night? Well, then you need Zodart, Seattle's only exotic car rental company. Visit Zodart.com to book an exotic special car for that very special day.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A listener named Ben is on the phone with us for a second date update today. He said he recently went out with a girl named Vanessa, and there was a scene caused at the restaurant on their first date. Ben, did you forget your pants again or something? 'Cause that happens to me nonstop. It's really embarrassing and usually causes quite a scene.
Well, actually, I did remember my pants this time. It didn't have anything to do with it.
Okay. Did she forget her pants?
Well, no, but that would have made it better. For
Okay.
Sure.
So your email said that there was a scene that was caused. First, tell us about the girl, and then tell us about the scene.
Well, first off, her name's Vanessa. She's a friend of a friend, so I didn't really know her initially. But, yeah, I mean, she's, like, seriously the hottest girl I've ever dated at this point. Like, for sure.
That's a bold statement, sir.
Well, not necessarily. He might have dated some real unattractive people.
No, well, she's, like, hot in general. Like, seriously, the other girls I've dated, they're pretty cute, I'm not going to lie, but this girl is, like, a ridiculous 10.
Okay.
Okay, so
did you know that before going into it? I mean, you said you were a set-up friend of a friend, but had you known of her before and wanted the friend to set you up, or?
Well, when my friend wanted to set it up, I was hesitant, but then she showed me a picture of her, and yeah. So, yeah, then I was definitely in.
Okay.
So when you guys saw each other for the first time, do you think she was equally as excited about you?
I think I'm a halfway decent-looking guy, but I knew a little bit about her. Like, my friend told me she really liked Italians. So I suggested this one Italian place, but she said no. She wanted to go to her favorite Italian place.
I like how you're like, I'm gonna be a man here. I'm gonna think of the right place to take you. And she's like, no, we're going to my restaurant.
I think that's a really good sign. I mean, obviously she's excited about the date if she wants to show you someplace good that she thinks is amazing.
I was definitely down to try it. And plus, if she picks the place, then, like, she can't pin that on me if it sucks.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's a very good point.
You're out of the woods on that one.
All right, well, your email said that there was a scene caused during your date. Tell us about that. What happened?
Okay, so everything was going well until the waitress walked up, and she told us about the restaurant a little bit and then left, and everything, it seemed fine, but Vanessa was, like, really put off by that, and I didn't understand exactly, like, what was going on, and then she realized she had just left one menu, and that really put her off because she interpreted that as, like, what, am I gonna, like, order for her, or... like, is she not her own person? Like, maybe she just forgot a menu, you know?
So she got insulted thinking that the waitress was assuming that you were the man in charge.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I didn't take it like that at all, but then she comes to refill our waters, and Vanessa, like, criticizes that, too. Basically, she says that the waitress filled the water glass too high or something, and where it should be only a quarter inch from the top. And,
wow.
And then she went off about how she waitressed for years, and she can't believe that this girl is actually a real waitress. And by the time we were done, I didn't know what was going on, but she was getting progressively more mad.
Did you try to calm her down? I mean, how'd you react?
Everything she was criticizing, I didn't really know what to say because I just basically agreed with her. And I was just like, yeah. I was like trying not to rock the boat any more than it already was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if she's already pissed off, you don't want to, like, poke the bear, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So what happened then?
So the waitress brings our bill, and I was going to leave a tip, of course, like a normal person. And Vanessa was like, no, don't leave a tip. She did a terrible job.
What?
Wait, a former waitress said not to leave a tip? That sounds so crazy to me.
Yeah, I know. Of course I'm going to give her a tip. Yeah. But I got up to leave, and I was just going to hand her cash, like, as in passing. Mm-hmm. But Vanessa goes straight to the waitress and, like, tells her off and, like, talks about how crappy of a job she did and, like, how she should never be a server anymore and go get a job somewhere else. And, like, she was so pissed.
Why do you want to call this girl again? She sounds like a really horrible person.
On the one hand, maybe she's just having the worst day possible. You know, I don't know what happened at her job before that or whatever. but at the same time, she's incredibly hot. And
oh my gosh.
Let her go like
You
that.
just want to give her another shot, huh?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I just want to find out what the actual deal is. And
Okay.
she won't return any of my calls. I don't understand why she would not want to call me based on having beef with the waitress.
Yeah,
It has nothing to do with me.
Not your fault. And she chose the restaurant.
And you paid.
Exactly.
Have you asked your friend that set you up? Like, is she known for being a little off kilter?
I talked to my friend about it, and she said no. Vanessa's always super sweet, super nice, like even keel. And
Obviously,
she
your
has no
friend
idea
is just
why.
your friend has never gone out on a date with Vanessa. It sounds like. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update. Okay?
All right.
All right. Are you nervous? Because I am.
Yeah.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Ben is on the phone with us, and Ben went out on a date with the Incredible Hulk. Very, very hot Incredible Hulk, but still a very, very angry person. Her name is Vanessa, and I guess throughout their whole first date, she just raged about everything. From the waitress only dropping off one menu, to her not pouring the water correctly, just all of it. And then even at the end of their date, she confronted the waitress and told her what a terrible job she had done before storming off and out of Ben's life forever. And now, for some reason, Ben still wants to see if he can get another date with this woman.
God.
Probably because she's just hot.
She must be like a supermodel or something, because I would not put up with that amount of crazy.
She definitely looks like a supermodel. And, you know, I've only been on one date with her, so I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt because maybe she just had a bad day. You know, everybody has bad days.
Pretty people get away with everything. If she was slightly ugly, you would have so many horrible words for her.
No comment.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can find out why she's not calling you back, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is Vanessa there?
This is she.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the
don't-
Morning. It's a radio show.
You're on the radio?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and just going to guess that you haven't heard of the show before.
It's a show? Like, this
Yes.
show is called Jubal?
Yes, it's a radio show.
Is this like a country show? Is it like, do you guys talk about stuff? What's
No,
What?
it's not. It's not. It's just. I mean, it's just a regular morning radio show. We do all kinds of wacky prank phone calls and things like that. You know.
Are you pranking me?
No, I'm not pranking you right now. I do want to talk to you about something though, if you have a moment.
Okay, I guess depending on what it is.
Well, the other day, one of our listeners emailed us about you.
About me.
Yes.
Go on.
His name is Ben, and you guys went out on.
Nope. I'm not interested.
Wow, that was
Maybe you
quick.
have his contact information. Just
Wait.
let him to know to stop calling me.
All right. Well, hold up, though. You didn't even let me finish what I was going to say.
I don't need to let you finish.
What?
The answer is no. I don't know why he's contacting you to contact me. Is that what's going on?
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know why Ben would send us an email about you.
I know why Ben is emailing you. He wants to go out with me again. He has made that very clear.
You may
Yes,
want
he
to
does.
hear what he has to say, because Ben said some things that you did that weren't super awesome.
I'm sure I know exactly what he said.
All right. Well,
It was not a good night. Ben was not a great guy. To be honest, I thought he was. At first, my friend really talked him up, and it's a no. It's just going to be a no.
Can I ask you a question about the date? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Without you getting
Sure.
mad at me? Okay. He said that when you guys went out, everything went fine. Like you guys were getting along, and then you started just raging about the waitress, and you got so angry that you ended the date by storming off to your car and haven't talked to him again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So, but from talking to you, it sounds like you were angry with him.
Yeah. Ben did not pass the test, and that's no more dates for him.
What's the test? Wait, what test?
To be honest, I'm very attractive. I'm sure Ben made that clear to you. I am a very attractive person, and I'm not being haughty about it. I'm just being real. I'm generally attractive to most people.
Okay.
All right.
It's
Hey,
very humble.
confidence is a good thing.
Yeah, very humble, too.
Yeah. No, of course. But I'm aware of that, and I'm not a shallow person. Obviously, I mean Ben is attractive enough, but he's not. I'm more attractive than Ben is, not to be mean.
Okay.
But a lot of times I have to deal with people who only want to date me because I'm attractive. So I set up a test process so that I can weed out the bad ones.
That's actually kind of genius. Like, I don't understand it because I'm not that hot.
Thank you.
But
oh, I'm sure you're very hot.
What was the test?
When I date guys, the first date is like when you find out what they're made of inside, like what kind of guy they actually are, not just looks, not what they're based on. And a lot of guys will just want to date me because I'm hot. So I make it so I kind of provoke them to call me out on my shit. So that's why whenever I go out on a first date, I choose the restaurant. So the waitress is my friend, and so I wasn't being unfair to her, but I act unfairly. I call out little micro things like the water being messed up or not tall enough or quarter inch from the top. Like, I've told them that I've waitressed before and that she is a waitress. And I just like badger the waitress. And if he isn't willing to call me out and tell me that I'm being a jerk, then I don't want to be with somebody who would just agree with me because they're like, well, she's hot. Screw it if she's a mean, horrible person.
this is the most, I mean, at first I thought you were super vain, but now I just think you're an evil genius.
Genius! I was in the restaurant industry for years. This never happens.
Oh, it's happened. You just don't know about it. I'm not the only girl doing this.
Wow.
Dude, I
So the
love
waitress
it.
was your friend?
Yeah. She knows all about this.
And he just went along with the whole thing.
Yeah, he just kind of like shrugged and was like, oh yeah, like we'll get another menu. And like, oh yeah, the water does seem weirdly small from the top. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Is it almost fun for you? Like, how far can I go before this guy actually stands up for what's right?
This is making me sound like I'm like an evil like sorceress who's like thinking of all these ways to do things, but it's not like that. I honestly want to find somebody of substance, like a partner who's willing to call me out. And, you know, I've done this a dozen times. I mean, and out of all those, I've literally only gone on a second date with one guy.
Really?
And it's because he called me out. He was like, you're kind of being a jerk. And I was like, oh, round of applause for this one. Let's try this out.
Oh, my God.
One dude out of dozens actually call you out for being an a-hole because everybody else just wanted to date you because you're hot.
I'm glad that you're impressed by all this, but are we done with this phone call?
We are almost done. I just have one more thing I need to say to you.
Okay, what else do you want to know? I feel like I've told you everything.
Oh, I don't want to know anything. I just want to let you know that Ben is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and really wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes. Ben, you there? Or did you run away?
No, I'm definitely here. Vanessa, that's pretty what you did back at the restaurant. And look, I'm going to call you out now because apparently you like that kind of thing. And I didn't call you out back then because I'm trying to be a nice guy. And this is the first freaking date that I have been on with you. I'm not going to like cause drama immediately. I get to know somebody
That's not
first.
drama.
I'm trying to get
It's
to
not
know
drama
you.
to call somebody out on being mean. You could have easily just been like, nope, that's the water isn't weird. Do you have a problem with this waitress? You could have literally said anything instead of just being a little oh yeah, that was you. That's what it felt like being on a date with you, Ben.
You get to know somebody first, and then once you get to know somebody, then you can call them out for all their But I'm just trying to get to know who you are, and you're
okay. But you called no. You called a radio station to try and get a second date with me, even though I was an asshole. So, if I wasn't attractive, would you want a second date? If I didn't look like this, would you want a second date? That's a no, isn't it? Okay, well, in case in point.
I mean, Ben, you've got to be honest. Like, you didn't say one thing about her other than how hot she was. Like, I honestly don't know anything about Vanessa.
Why are you giving her more ammunition? She doesn't know that. Look, everybody is attracted initially by beauty. That's just the way it works.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that you're a terrible person, but you're not the right person for me. I'm looking for somebody who is willing to call me out, willing to communicate with me if I'm being irrational about something. I don't want you to just be like, oh, pacify it, it's fine, I can have sex with her later. Like, it's great, it'll be worth it.
I don't really know what to do. Look, I feel like I've been scammed, okay? Like one of those scams over the internet where you lose all your money and you don't really know what happened. And I feel like you didn't give me a fair date. And I deserve a fair date. Everyone does. And so, like, that's all I'm asking. I'm only asking for just a fair date, somebody that's open and honest and not playing tricks.
Hey, Vanessa, would you like to go out with Ben one more time? We will pay for a second date.
You know, I want to give him a round of applause for that wonderful speech he just gave, but no.
Oh my God.
Man.
You are brutal.
He made a point.
Well, you know what? Look, okay, that kind of steals the deal for me because if you're going to be an asshole like that, I wouldn't want to date an asshole anyway.
Oh, now he doesn't want to date an asshole.
Ben, if you would have done that on our first date, maybe we'd be going on a second date now. You would have had to call a radio station to get in touch with me.
This is bullshit, man.
Ben, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Look, I can't win. If I called her out and didn't like who she was, then she would like me. And if I didn't and wanted to get to know her more, then she won't like me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess on your next date, just as soon as you start going out, just call him out on everything. Just be rude.
Is that what you're wearing
Yeah.
today?
I'm definitely going to do that next time.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The hot test. Didn't even know it existed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll tell you in just a second. We're talking about today's second date update. And the guy in today's second date update named Ben, I bet he feels wronged. And you know what he should do?
Oh, what should he do, Jubal?
You should get a hold of my friends at advocateslaw.com. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can call them at 206-512-3555. Personal injury attorneys. Let's say you're walking along, you're crossing the street, and somebody's not paying attention, and bam! They hit you with their car? Well, you probably want to get some money for that, I would think. And the best way to do that is hit up my friends at advocateslaw.com. It's 206-512-3555. They've gotten over $100 million for their clients, so hit them up. Speaking of being blindsided, Ben went out with Vanessa. She was terrible on their first date, yelling at the waitress, saying, like, are you even going to tip her? Just complaining about everything.
Obnoxious.
When we got her on the phone, we asked her about the date, and she said, yeah, I do that on all my first dates because I'm incredibly hot. But she didn't sound like cocky hot. She just sounds like I know I'm attractive, and dudes just want to date me because I'm good looking. So when she goes out on dates, she acts like an a-hole, seeing if the guy will call her on it so she knows that he's just not into her looks.
It's all set up. Like the waitress was actually a friend of hers. That's why she picked the restaurant.
That is so smart.
And I couldn't figure out why he wanted to call her when she was being just a jerk. But
it was because she was hot.
Dude,
she was hot enough.
The worst part about this is I would fall for this. I would fail at this test totally.
Oh, I think most dudes do. That's why she does it.
And there's so many dudes that are pissed at her on the text board right now. Someone texted in, she sounds like she has a weird face and a small booty.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Guys are angry at her, but
because that's not petty.
It worked. Because normally you wouldn't want to do a second. You wouldn't want a second date update if you went out with somebody like that. But he still wanted to do it because she was hot. So I guess it worked for her. Text in at 78592. Ladies, are you going to do this test now? Did you learn something from Vanessa? Remember, if you want to do a second date update, just email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
An artist. As a matter of fact, that's why it's called the Mona Lisa. Not a lot of people know that because when Leonardo da Vinci painted it, all the ladies saw it and moaned. Little known art fact.
Oh,
and
thank you for our art education this morning.
sounds like we have a modern day Da Vinci on the phone with us. His name is Nathan. And I say that because Nathan apparently took the girl he wants to call today to a painting class.
Oh,
and
fun.
Nathan, did she moan?
A little.
What?
Nice.
Come on,
Right.
Nathan. Not
Yeah.
right off the top, all right? Listen, we got to work up to that kind of information.
I mean, I'm a good artist. What can I say?
Yeah.
Before you tell us about the date, first of all, what's her name?
Her name is Madeline.
Madeline, all right. And how did you meet Madeline?
We met online.
Okay. Cool. And what stood out about her?
I gotta say, she just kind of had these eyes, these nurturing eyes that kind of resonated with me. And
okay, good. I'm glad you described the eyes. I thought you were just gonna leave it at she had these eyes, and I was like, whoa, you don't have very high standards, do you, Nathan?
no, it did. It was just really her eyes, and they stuck out to me.
Okay. I mean, is that how you opened with her, like with a compliment about her eyes?
I did. I mean,
Good.
It worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, other than you hitting her up online about her eyes, obviously you guys went out. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on the phone for a second date. Tell us about your date.
well, I don't know. I thought it was something that we could talk and be interactive, so we did an art class with like wine and yeah.
And had you ever done one of those painting classes before?
I had once before.
Okay.
Yeah, not as a date.
Well, how'd it go as a date, other than just painting with your bros?
I mean, I thought pretty well.
Was there like a moment that sticks out about the date, whether that's good or bad?
Yeah, she liked my work, and she nudged me, and she was like, you're like a modern Bob Ross. And I was like, all right, I'll take that.
Yeah, because there is nothing sexier than Bob Ross.
No.
For real.
Those happy little clouds. They're very happy.
Is that all you did then? Went painting?
No. We went to go to my apartment to actually hang it up.
Oh, that is a
That's cool.
smooth transition.
Was that your idea or hers? Because that's a pretty slick line.
You know, I said that I would like to hang it up, and she said, well, let's go hang it up at yours. She volunteered to come with me.
Okay.
Cool.
All
Okay.
right. And who held the nail?
She did.
All right.
Nice, you touched your nail, bro.
Yeah.
What happened back at the apartment? Was it on?
I made her tea, just like very relaxed, chill, and it was all good. We hung up the piece of work, and...
Is that the only nailing that happened?
I know, like, get to the juicy part.
Regrettably, first date, I didn't want to go too far, gentlemen.
Okay.
But after we hung it up, it was kind of weird, frankly. She told me she had to go meet her maintenance guy at her apartment.
What?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a weird excuse to leave, unless she had an appointment and knew about it earlier. But you'd think she would have told you that.
I don't know. I thought that was really weird because usually maintenance guys have keys to the building, and I don't know. I thought that was really weird.
Was this like a Friday night? Was it late?
It was Friday. It wasn't crazy late. It was like 10:30, 11.
Well,
pretty late
10:30
for
or
a
11, yeah,
maintenance guy.
that is kind of late.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. We were having a good time. It just seemed out of the blue.
So that was it. She left to go meet her maintenance guy. And did you get a kiss or a hug or anything like that?
Yeah, I gave her a hug, and it didn't feel like, she didn't pull away or anything. It felt nice. That's good. And then she left.
Why do I picture her using maintenance guy in quotes, like air quotes around it when she told you?
Whoa, like she's running off to the next guy or something?
I don't know.
Or something else.
Yeah.
Something other than you.
Wow.
Anything other than you is what it sounds like. Have you talked to her since she left?
I haven't heard from her at all. No text, call in about 4 days.
And you've tried to get a hold of her?
I've definitely tried to get a hold of her.
So it seems like an excuse then. What do you think could have gone wrong?
Well, the only thing is, I like really strong teas, and I do, teas can have effects. And my experience, girls don't love, using the bathroom. So maybe that was just her quick idea to get out and
because of the
go home and use
cheese?
the bath. Well, I mean, there are some teas that, do a number on your system.
Oh, teas.
And
I couldn't tell if you were saying teas or cheese. Both can cause
Teas,
problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you're thinking maybe you gave her tea and it had a laxative effect and she's embarrassed now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well.
All right.
We'll play a song and then come back and call her and see if that is the reason she's not calling you back, all right?
All right, that'd be awesome.
Okay, hang on. We'll get your second date right after this. Right in the middle of a second date, and if you're just joining us, Nathan is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Madeline. They went out to an art class together and actually went back to his place to hang up the art, and that ends up being all that happened. They literally hung up the art. She had some tea, and then she made probably one of the lamest excuses to get out of a date that we've heard in second date history. So congratulations, Nathan. You have now made the record books and getting blown off in the worst way possible.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe not. She told Nathan she had to leave at like 10 or 11 o'clock on a Friday night because she had to let a maintenance guy into the building.
Even she in her head was like, really? A maintenance guy? That's all I could think of?
And now Nathan is not getting a call back. All right, Nathan, we're going to try to get her on the phone. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Be prepared, Nathan, because I have a feeling you did something really wrong that you're very clueless about.
All right, well, let's find out.
Okay, all right, here we go. I'm going to dial her phone number right now.
Hello?
Hi, is this Madeline?
Yes?
Hey, Madeline, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's this about?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. I'm calling you today because we got an email into our show about you.
What? Why?
Another good question. You're full of good questions, Madeline. Because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. And we got an email about you from a dude named Nathan.
What? Nathan?
Yes. Do you remember going out with a guy named Nathan?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Nathan emailed us because he said he had a really fun time with you, and he thinks that your excuse to leave late on a Friday night that the maintenance guy needed to be let into your building was just a really horrible excuse to get out of the date. And we all agree with him, by the way. Yeah. That sounds like the biggest excuse ever.
I don't remember what excuse I used. I already blocked him. I don't understand why you're calling me. I don't.
You've even blocked him?
Yeah.
Why?
He said that you guys went back to his apartment. Was there something creepy in there?
It just freaked me out. It was just really weird.
Can you tell us what was weird?
I just got this really bad vibe when I walked in. The place was just super clean. Like, it was just weird. I got a really bad vibe and creepy feeling.
Was there like something specific? Because super clean and he sounds like a nice guy who didn't want to push you to do anything you weren't ready for on a first date.
After an art class.
Yeah.
I just got this eerie feeling when I walked in. It was like serial killer clean, like sterile clean, like everything wiped out, not a speck of dust. It was just so strange. No guy's apartment's that clean. It's just,
So you're saying his place was too clean and it creeped you out?
Yeah.
That's it? He had a clean place and that's why...
No, you got to understand, though, it wasn't just clean. Like, it was like a team of people came and wiped this place clean of fingerprints. It was just weird. And you know, when you just get that feeling inside, it's like something bad happened here.
What?
I need to go.
It made you think what? Do you think he's a serial killer or something?
No, I don't know, but I'm just saying it was way too clean and...
Something's wrong with that.
Maybe he's just, one of those OCD types that really like a clean house. Or maybe he read the decluttering book that everybody reads. And
it's not that clean unless you just moved in and took the plastic off of everything. There was nothing out of place. It's like a museum.
I think he
All
sounds
right.
dreamy. Can he move into my house and improve some things that I've got going on?
Go for it. That's on you. Be my guest. I don't want to be anywhere near him.
What about on the phone with him?
No, I don't even want to talk to him.
Oh, that's a shame. Because he's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Unless he hung up. Nathan, are you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Hi, Madeline.
Hi, Nathan. I guess you heard all that.
Yeah. I don't see a problem with my apartment being so clean.
It might not be a problem. It's unusual, and I'm just not used to that. And so, yeah.
Madeline, you're being really nonchalant when you were basically just accusing the guy of scrubbing his house because there was maybe dead bodies earlier in the evening.
She didn't know he was on the phone.
Wait, but that's what it sounded like. Like you're getting rid of all fingerprints. Nathan, have you killed anyone in your apartment?
I have not.
I'm sorry. I just got a weird vibe when I came in, and
Madeline, why would you want to be dirty? Why would you want that?
What? I don't. I'm just saying your place is like so clean. It's just freaky.
I mean, I have had people comment on how clean it is, but I don't like dirty things. Dirty things really upset me.
Okay, so now I'm starting to get a little bit on Madeline's side now, Nathan.
That was kind of creepy.
See? I'm not crazy.
Nathan,
he meant it like that, you guys.
Did you mean it in the way that it sounded? Because it sounded super creepy the way you said that,
Yeah,
Nathan.
you said upsets you instead of a noise.
No, I didn't mean to be creepy.
You guys, give this guy, Madeline, I feel like you're missing out on possibly a really good guy because you're making a lot of implications on just a clean house.
I can clean my own house. Seriously.
Why?
I mean, would you rather have a dirty boy? Because I've known dirty boys, and I refuse to be a dirty boy.
Are you just messing with us now, Nathan? Nathan, are you like doing this on purpose?
Doing what?
Nothing. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, I've told you, if dirt is bad, it's the enemy. And if I see dirt, I will get rid of it. I like a clean apartment.
Get rid of it?
See, guys, what happens if I come in and my shoes are a little dirty or something like that? Like if we did.
There will be no dirty shoes in my apartment.
Oh, okay.
Because I would ask you to take them off
I just don't like dirty things.
Okay. But Nathan, what happens if we're eating and I drop something or spill something or make a mess? Then what?
Then we'll clean it up right away.
Okay.
Are you going to get angry at me?
I do not get angry. I just clean the dirt.
This is so strange.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I mean, Nathan, you're obviously passionate about cleaning.
Very. Madeline, listen, if you come over again, I will show you that we can make something dirty together, and then I will clean it up.
Okay. Sounds like a great second.
Yeah, it does. On that note, I'm just going to ask you, Madeline, would you like to go out with Nathan on a second date? We will pay for it, even if it's cleaning supplies.
As tempting as that is, I'm okay to not go.
Yeah.
You sure?
I feel like trusting your gut may not be a bad choice for you.
Well, Madeline, I'm really bummed that you'd rather date a dirty boy than me. You're making a mistake.
Stop saying dirty boy.
All right, Madeline, so take care, because the dirty will be judged. Goodbye.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I think you need to do more than just block him.
Madeline, are you still there?
I'm a little freaked out and scared. I got rid of him with the blocking, and here you guys opened that back up like freaking Pandora's box.
He doesn't know anything about you other than your phone numbers and stuff, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know anything. He probably doesn't even know my last name. I blocked him on everything.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, you are safe. And I feel sorry for all the dirty boys out there right now because Nathan sounds like he might be fired up to do some cleaning tonight. I hope not.